Now, what's the deal with you and Lil Baby?
What you mean, what's the deal?
How serious is this relationship?
Oh, it's serious. It's been serious since me and him, the first day we met. We've been like stuck since. But yeah, it's pretty serious.
How long has it been at this point?
It'll be 2 years coming up really soon. Like as soon as I moved to Atlanta, we kind of like started vibing.
How'd you guys meet? Do you remember?
So we met through my sister, actually. He used to be like DMing me way before I even knew who a Lil Baby was. Back when I lived in Savannah, he was DMing me, but he knew my sister lived here. So he would always reach out to my sister like, I want your little sis, like put me on. And then when he got out of prison, he just like, he made it his business to like, I gotta have Jada. Like Jada gotta be my girlfriend. So we finally like crossed paths when I moved to Atlanta, and then like we just started vibing ever since like me and him just finally met. Like he reached out to me on Instagram one day because he was DMing me a lot, but I just wouldn't respond, and I finally responded one day, and we met up, and then we just started talking ever since.
Was it love at first sight?
I don't believe in that. I don't believe in love at first sight, but I really liked him, and I felt the feelings were mutual. So I feel like that's why we're still even like together.
So it was an instant chemistry.
Yeah.
Now, some popular people, some celebrities, they keep their relationships private, some public. Where do you fit on that spectrum? I mean, you do have public pictures together and so on and so forth, but...
Well, when we first started talking, like the first 5 to 6 months, nah, I'm lying. Like the first 4 months, we were private. Like people would assume we talked, but they didn't really know. Like people would see us out, and then you would hear word around Atlanta like, oh, Lil Baby and Jada got something going on. We were private at first, and then it became to a point where like, I want to show you off. Like, what? he used to get mad because I would post him on my Snapchat with like his face covered and stuff. Yeah. But I would only do that, you know, just to be cute. You know how the girls be doing. And then like, we just liked each other so much, and we just was like into it. So into our relationship, we just started posting each other. A lot of people didn't like it, and it just was like, whatever.
So you were posting him first before he was posting you?
Oh no, we would always post each other at the same time.
Oh,
like,
okay.
It was always like a mutual thing.
So was that talked about? Hey, let's not go public with this yet, or you know?
He wanted to go public when we first started talking, but I was like, because it was like a little situation that was going on before me and him even like crossed paths. So I just was like I don't even feel like dealing with the negative stuff that people are gonna have to say. So like, let's just wait before we come out, and we would even go to the mall together. Like I remember the first time we went to the mall together. And we like walked in the mall, and we both went our separate ways, but people still was like, Jada and Baby was in the mall together. So it's just like, we was real private at first, but that didn't work because people still kind of assumed that we already talked, so.
Now, where was he during his career at the time you actually started this relationship with him? It was like in his pretty much beginnings publicly of his rap career, right?
Right, he dropped Perfect Timing, and this was me and him, like, I didn't even think I was gonna ever talk to him. He was like, post my mixtape, so I was like, okay, posted his first mixtape for him. That's when he wasn't even taking rapping serious. When me and him started talking, we probably started talking like 4 weeks, or no, not even 4 weeks, like 3 weeks after I posted his mixtape. And that's when he made My Dog. And like, I'm telling him like, you gotta get in the studio, because he did not take it serious at first. I used to get onto him like, boy, you gonna be big, you playing, like take it serious. So I would even go to the studio with him, because it seemed like the only time he would want to go to the studio was when I was with him. So I used to go sit in the studio with him all night, fall asleep in the studio looking ugly with all his homeboys in there. And after like, because I would always post his music on my Snapchat before it, like My Dog, I was posting that song on my Snapchat before anybody even knew it. People used to be like, what song is that? What song is that? And I'm like, boy, you got a hit. Like, these people gonna really fuck with you when you drop that song. And once he dropped it, it's like, it took off. Like, he just like blew up overnight. And I used to just be like, I told you so. Like, you playing, you would sleep on yourself. And then he started getting more serious with it after he saw like he had a hit. and he was getting booked, and we was out of town every weekend. But it's been plenty of times, like, we went to shows and, like, did little tours and stuff. Like, all of that stuff before he even, like, had my dog and stuff out. Like, we used to be on the road, going to shows, looking dry. But we lit now.
Were you actually in the studio when he created My Dog?
No, I was not in the studio with him when he did My Dog, but he came home that night and he like let me hear it. And I was like, who the fuck is Deja? And he lied. First he said it was his sister. He was like, cause his sister named Deja. He said that I was talking about my sister. Then he said, man, it's this little stripper hoe I used to be fucking with. And then I just was mad. But you know, I love the song so much. I used to put on my Snapchat. People always used to ask like, what song is that? What song is that? I'm like, boy, you was gonna be big off this little song. And I'm always right.
So his success at this point, even records with Drake and this, that, and the third, not surprising to you?
No. Like, when I tell y'all, he did not think none of this was going to happen. Like, and I'm always like, I told you, like, you should have been taking it serious. But it's like he blew up overnight. Like, that's one person I could say, like, blew up overnight because the places and the things that he's doing now is like rappers still haven't even done this stuff yet. And it's like you doing it and you only been rapping just now going on a year. Like, dang.
Now, I assume at this point, almost 2 years in a relationship, he's met your parents, you've met his parents?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we met each other's parents. He done been down to Savannah with me and my family. His family always over. I'm always at his family house. Like, we really date. Like, we really date. It's for real.
So your parents, I mean, his parents like you, your parents like
yeah,
him?
They love me. My family love him. Like, everything is mutual.
Because sometimes that can be an issue, right?
Yeah.
Two people might really like each other, but then it's an issue with the parents. Maybe one family doesn't like the other.
Right. But I guess people see, like, we really, like, fuck with each other, me and him. So they don't have no choice. Like, what is it not to like? I'm not a bad person. He not a bad person. So it's like, we happy and they for it.
Now, both of you guys are popular in your own right? And in your own lanes.
Mm-hmm.
Is that ever a conflict of interest, though? Is that ever a competitive atmosphere between you two?
No. Well, not for me. He is he's very, like, overprotective of me. So, like, me doing hostings and stuff, he'd be like, I need to go with you. But it's like, you're booked every weekend. So I got to go make my coins just like you go make your money. And, like, he always want me with him. And then it's like sometimes, like, I can't go with you this weekend. I got to go do my own because I got booked in this other city. And we going to be miles away from each other. So it's like sometimes it does become an issue because we both, like, have our own things going on. But we kind of getting used to it now. But sometimes it really, like, it messes with both of us.
Mm. Now, I've seen you joking around. I've heard you've done this before. I don't know, but did you rap at one point yourself? I mean, I've heard you rap on your Snap before, like just kicking little freestyle stuff.
Yeah, I used to rap. I used to have this little girls group called Caution. And we used to, like, do shows and stuff. Like, we were pretty good. Like, and we had music. The city fucked with us. They used to put us on the radio and stuff. We used to do interviews and everything. But it stopped. I did not want to be no rapper. I feel like people wouldn't take me serious.
Has that ever I'm just curious, you just being in the studio with them, have you even tried to hop on something?
No. No. But, like, I'm his hype man in the studio. Like, I'm like, yes, that's hard. Like, boy, that's lame as fuck. Take that out your song. Like, I'm his A&R. Believe it or not, if he wants to tell y'all or not, I'm really his A&R. He let me hear stuff sometimes, and I'm like, no. Then sometimes I'm like, that's going to be a hit. And every time I say that, it's a hit. Like, I be knowing what I'm talking about. All the time, every time.